YouTube. I'm back. You guys ever see these videos of these people doing these food reviews and food challenges? Check out this guy, man. This guy from Joey's World Food Reviews. I mean, this fat motherfucker. And let me tell you, I was pushing 400 at once. You know what I'm saying? 400 pounds. 2005, I was 390 pounds, you know. And whenever you guys hear me anything, if I'm calling somebody out or if I'm talking about somebody, let me tell you, all the things I'm saying, I know that I can say that about them because that's shit that I had to come out of myself. So it's not, you know, if I say fat ass or whatever, you know, I was fat ass too at one time, right? But this guy, I mean, he just makes me sick, man. I think of some of the ways I used to eat. It makes me sick now, you know. Glutton, slob. You know, and they're pushing the, you know, the food reviews of these all fast food places like this is good food, you know, and when you got this guy, Furious Pete, he's one of the challenge eaters, you know, he's known for how much food he can put down so quick. Well, now you go look at his videos and he's bald and going through chemotherapy and still fucking doing the shit, you know, like he hasn't figured out yet that he's eating himself to death. But the reason I'm talking about food is, one, you know, I just got done eating myself a little bit of dinner, you know, and that helped me, make me feel good, because I'll tell you what, that Richie Boston's got me heated right now, man. You know, I don't care when other people are out here talking about the truth, and sometimes there might be some errors in their message, because that's just a part of it. You know what I'm saying? When the entity that created the Matrix, I mean, they're the father of lies, you know. So the Matrix, that's what it's built on, is lies, you know. So of course it's hard not that when everything is about deception, you're going to be deceived here and there. It's just whether or not you are going to make it out of that deception or not, or get stuck and caught up in it, you know. But, you know, talking about the food, you know, I get this on Facebook, this survival food place. You know, and I made a comment once, and it wasn't, you know, I hated to do it just because, you know, they're trying to, you know, sell something and whatnot, but they totally agreed on me. I thought that was really cool of them, too, to do that, you know. Because, you know, all that survival food has its place. But, you know, it's like I said, everything nowadays has been so commercialized that, you know, they'll say anything they need to sell anything, sell stuff, you know. That's how business works, I guess. You know, it won't work for me that way because I like to do clean business, and I believe that as long as you keep it clean, people will respect that and want to do business with you and not just feel like, oh, you know, we had to buy it from him because he's our only choice, you know. No, we went to him because we wanted to go to him. We know that he does clean and fair business, you know. We're going to be treated nice. He keeps the, you know, the cost at competitive to the market. And, you know, you can't go wrong just doing things the right way, you know. I get so mad at people, you know. Not mad, but upset and frustrated because, like, if you try to talk about God with anybody, it's the same as a flat earther trying to talk to a baller about what the earth really is or whatnot. You know, people don't want to hear it. Well, I'm looking at the survival field. Number one, it's expensive. And look how they design it around breakfast, lunch, dinner, and brunch, you know. Like, you're talking about a bad situation, and, you know, we're worried about what's for breakfast today. You know. It's all about marketing, man. I've already thought about what is the ultimate MRE. MRE being meal ready to eat, you know, and it takes no preparation, no cooking or nothing. You can eat it like it is, you know. what would be the best MRE for an individual or for the masses, you know? And I've come up with something I think works real good. You know, super long shelf life, dirt cheap to make, you know, and it's you know, it's a hard protein hardtack, you know, and you would want to do it, you know, in different forms, different ways. You would want to make more of the ship biscuit types, you know, that are like kind of like a cracker. And then you would want to make the thicker ones too, you know, that are the, you know, hardtack, the way that it was served to the soldiers way back in the day, you know, and that was their ration, you know. All it is like a twice or triple baked biscuit that you make, you know, and you can make it a cracker or a thicker, like I said. And when you make it thicker, what the guys would do, you know, during the Civil War or whatnot, they would throw it in their coffee and let it soak it up and soften before they could eat it, because the nickname was called molar breakers, you know. It's what it is. It's a biscuit, you know. It's flour, water. I'm saying make a high protein hardtack though, you know. It doesn't got to be like the Civil War types, you know, where it was just, you know, flour, water, salt, whatever, and then they just kept baking it till the moisture was out of it, you know. But if you made a high protein one, and the other thing that you can get, it's got an unlimited shelf life, is honey. And they even got that now where it comes in the little packets, but I don't know if that's like organic or I don't know what. But, you know, with the vacuum seal or whatnot, there's nothing you can't do yourself. You know, you can make up little individual packets of honey if you wanted. It's got an unlimited shelf life. And that's how, to me, that's the ultimate MRE right there, is the hardtack and honey. You know, you could put the honey on one of the hardtack crackers, or use the crackers, like I said, how they do, you know, throw it in some soup or whatever, let it soften up, you know, and more of like a dumpling or something, or... And it's cheap to make, you know. You could really, like, make it a family days thing, you know what I'm saying, where you and your family just got together and just baked all day a bunch of this high protein hardtack, you know. And you could change the recipe up however you wanted to, you know, and, you know, by adding stuff to the flour, you know. You could probably add some vitamin C is always good, you know, not good natural preservative right there. Vitamin C, throw you know, open up a vitamin C capsule and drop it in there, or you know, take some flax seed or whatever and grind it down into a flour, you know. And then chia seed you could probably use, hemp seed, whatever, you know, and make, like I said, a high protein hardtack cracker. And like I said, you could make it a family day. You could bake and bake and bake. Now, you know, this is the type of stuff that, you know, people that are in groups need to be thinking about. How do you feed a group of people, you know? Whether it's your church group that's, you know, thinking that the things are going to be going down, or whoever your type of group is, where you've made that choice to where you do have people to work with, and if things go bad, you know, that's a perfect way to feed lots and lots of people, man, is that hardtack, because it's so cheap to make, you know. And then honey, you know, you shouldn't have no problems right now coming across some good honey. Who knows what it might be, you know, in the future, you know. Could be illegal to fucking be a beekeeper, you know. You're a nuisance to the neighborhood with all your bees, right? You see how they do that, how I told you, man. It says it right in the protocols, man. Of Zion. Learned all of Zion. You know, we don't care if a few people can figure it out. We got everybody else to fucking turn them in and go against them, right? You guys see that happening to yourselves on YouTube. I'm just really upset when it comes to, you know, God, the whole God aspect of it. You know, I don't care. Like I said, people are going to get caught up in different things, you know, and hopefully they get themselves out of it. And, you know, that's why information is so powerful. You guys got to constantly be researching and seeking out information and stuff, you know. If you're just on here on YouTube, Excuse me. And, you know, I got on YouTube to do something, guys. Out of all the disappointments, and as much as I'm still naive to this day to thinking I can do it, but, you know, I'm going to try, right? At least you got to try, right? And you ain't going to be one of these motherfuckers out here that didn't do nothing at all. But I got on here to do something, man. I'm just making YouTube videos. Unless it's done in the right way, you know, it doesn't have an effect. And I'm starting to see that. And I just noticed, you know, Richie from Boston's, man, his subscriptions within the past couple of weeks went from 55,000 to 95,000. Now, I'm sure some of that credit could have been given to, you know, he had Rob Skiba on his live stream. And these, you know, gatekeepers work together, you know, with getting their subscribers to like and subscribe to each other so they can keep them, you know, the bullshit down their fucking brain, you know. I apologize for eating in front of you. But how does that happen? You know, your subscriptions, you know, you talk about how long you've been out here doing this, and it took you that long to build up 55,000 members, and then in 2 weeks your subscription rate doubled. I mean, who knows what these gatekeepers got? I mean, their subscriptions, the amount of them could be fake, you know. They could have some type of, you know, YouTube program that they've, software that they've designed for these gatekeepers that, you know, makes their, subscription, they can manipulate their subscription rates, and they can, you know, some type of, like, automated bot that's a subscriber bot or something within the software that, you know, where it pretends it's a human being and they subscribe. It could comment. You can do anything with a computer, guys. Come on, man. Let's be realistic, you know. Their whole thing could be fake, you know, the whole thing. You're going to need some real subscribers, of course, because you got all these dumb truthers and flat earthers out here that are still so stupid they don't even know. So, yeah, some of these gatekeepers, it could be just like a whole computer thing, you know, where the subscribers are automated and it knows how to leave comments and respond to stuff. Come on, we're talking artificial. Come on, Ricky, and he himself talks about the artificial intelligence, man. I don't know, man. It's getting frustrating. What are you going to do? There's reasons why they do their live feeds and their panels, man. And the truthers, the real truthers, have to start doing that too. You know, it ain't about being in any type of organization. You don't want to be affiliated with no type of organization. The type of organization that's powerful is when, you know, the people that are like-minded come together just to achieve certain goals. They're still their own individual. You know, you can't tie them with anything other than the project and process or at hand that they're involved in. And you know what? We're not that dumb. You know, we're the mega minds out here. You better believe whatever we do, it'll be done in a manner that's so transparent and crystal clear that nobody can say shit anyway. Think about this, guys, man. I'm not telling you to do it and have me on it. I'm just telling you it's something that needs to be done. If that was your goal, to do something, you know, to try to make some change. Well, I'm doing all I can, man. I can call these guys out like I just did. You know, I called out Richie from Boston and that pastor. You know, that's what we got to do. So at least, you know, I don't care. Even if his 95,000 members were real people, if one person saw that video that was one of his members and started thinking like, wait a minute, man, this guy's right. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says this, and these guys are saying this, you know. We'll see. It's just things that need to be done, guys, if we're serious about doing something. Isn't it our responsibility, being the mega minds, and you guys are seeing, really, that even these truthers and flat earthers ain't getting it? I see you guys out here. I know a few of you that are seeing it, and you're on the same page as me, man. isn't our responsibility with this knowledge to handle this knowledge in the proper way, you know? Unlike all these other people out here are doing. You know, it's our responsibility to help these other people that are still being deceived by these high-level gatekeepers. I mean, wouldn't you, if that was you, wouldn't you want someone to come and help you out of it? You know, if they could. I mean, some of these guys, they don't want help out of it. You know, they're going to be very happy where they're at till the end, until God turns his back on them and they start crying and saying, "Wait a minute, guy, I don't know what to tell you, dude. You're going to have to eat what you asked for now." Something that needs done, guys. Think about that. That's all I'm saying. All right. Enjoy your day.